Stone Hearth Pizza Company restaurant is located at the corner of Great Plain and Dedham Avenues in downtown Needham. It is owned and managed by two gentlemen from Sherburne named Chris Robbins and Jonathan Schwartz. This restaurant, which opened in April of 2007, has a roughly rectangular layout with an open kitchen area towards the rear on the right side. There are tables for about 60 diners. As you enter past a striking interior stone facade, you find yourself in a decor with warm red and yellow tones, perfect colors for a place serving pizza. The large gas-fired open hearth oven emits a soft roar as well as an inviting warmth. If you want to, it is easy to watch as your meal is prepared and cooked here. The main focus at Stone Hearth is, of course, on pizza. The menu lists 16 pre-designed signature pizzas, but you can also create your own pizza by picking from an ample list of available ingredients. There are numerous all-vegetarian pies, but there is a full selection of meat options as well. In addition to pizza, several starters, salads, wrap sandwiches, and pasta dishes are available, and dessert choices include homemade tiramisu and 3 desserts featuring gelato. Chris, you're not the only business in town, restaurant in town serving pizza. There are a few others. In which ways do you think Stone Hearth Pizza kind of sets itself apart from some of the competition?
I think what really differentiates us is that we are a very high service oriented restaurant. We are serving pizza, we are serving a handful of other choices, but like I said, most of our ingredients are being sourced locally or are 100% organic. And it's just something that we're very committed to, not only because we think that there's a real benefit to working locally with local businesses, but also because it just makes the food taste better.
An excellent starter is the spinach and avocado salad served with shaved red onion. I asked Chris about his meatball poppers.
We serve 3 oversized meatballs that are stuffed with some fresh mozzarella that's sourced from Vermont. It's got some spices in it. We serve it in a spicy sauce, topped with a little parsley and some Parmesan. And we called it poppers just because they're the kind of thing that are easily shared and that you can easily pop into your mouth. So therein lies the name. We recently rolled out a 16-inch size pizza. Prior to, we didn't have, so we've stretched a big pie for you so you can see that. But we'll also show you the farm fresh, which is just straight out of the garden. I think you really taste some of that local ingredient, if you will. It's got a little bit of red and yellow peppers, some cherry tomatoes, red and green olives, some Yukon Gold potatoes. We top it with a little fresh mozzarella, again made up in Vermont. And then what we do is we put a little arugula salad on top that we dress with a little bit of balsamic and a dash of prosciutto, sliced thin prosciutto on top.
The hot fudge sundae at Stone Hearth's is made with gelato and homemade hot fudge sauce, and it is topped with candied nuts. I asked Chris why microbrews are the only beer served at Stone Hearth.
I like beer a lot, but I'm particularly fond of the microbrews, and there's just so many great things to pick from in and around New England. There's some phenomenal breweries in Maine and Vermont. In fact, one of our business associates is part owner of a local brewery, so we source some of his beer, which is actually a real crowd pleaser in the restaurants, one of our house beers. There's some great wines that pair real well with a lot of our food. And that's part of the genesis of the idea as well, is to create an environment where it is very family friendly, but it's also a place where people can come, whether they're on a date or they're a couple and their kids are away. And so we've really managed to create an environment I think fosters that, and part of that comes with the choice of having a beer or having a glass of wine along with food that is of exceptional high quality, but is equally kid-friendly as it is adult-friendly.
Stone Hearth really does stand apart from its competitors when it comes to pizza. The crust is Neapolitan thin, not bready. All of the ingredients are very fresh and very good, and the service is both excellent and speedy. If you haven't yet eaten at Stone Hearth, be sure to stop by and enjoy some very tasty food, along with perhaps a microbrew, or maybe try a glass of one of their European wines. Stone Hearth is open for dinner 7 days a week. On Sunday through Thursday, their hours are 11:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday, they are open from 11:30 to 10 p.m.